Hi, my name is Laura Choi, and um, I would like to read from the Bible. This very large, real thing about the Bible is that it even says in the Bible, if any man reads this book and I don't remember all of it, what it says, but if they don't, it can both condemn you while reading it as well as save your life. And the reason being, there's a verse in the Bible that says, without God, nothing was created. God created everything, and without Him, nothing was made. Nothing was created. I'm saying both words because I'm speaking English, and the Bible was not written in English. As far as I know, it was written in Hebrew and Greek. The Old Testament, like the Torah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, that was written in Hebrew, in the language that was spoken by the descendants of Abraham. From what I know, my pastor said it was written by Moses, the Torah. Like Genesis, Exodus. I'm not really sure after that, but the rest of the Torah is Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Then after the Torah is Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, and Proverbs. No. Ecclesiastes, New Testament. Some Proverbs. What's after that? I think it's the book of the Bible where King Solomon's lamenting everything in life being worthless, and time and space is just like he's contemplating it. What is it? I had part of it memorized at one time, but that's Song of Solomon. That is a book of the Bible that we have right now. Isaiah, Jeremiah. Okay, now I'm just showing off and trying to list names. That's not why I started talking right now. I'm trying to test my memory and memorization skills because it's a big insecurity for me to not have this memorized. Because when I'm off by myself, isolated, I don't have a way to figure out a problem or get out of a stuck place if I am without knowledge of how to deal with the issue. So, that's why, like, losing my memories really scares me. And, Alzheimer's really scares me. But, you know, there is hope. I've heard of, in youth group, of a pastor saying there was a lady that had Alzheimer's and she remembered some things. He was saying she remembered Bible verses. I think that's because, you know, I listened to a TED Talk. He said people who make an emotional connection with a bit of information or a visual or like an audio sound, something, they have to have an emotional connection to it to remember it. Okay, these are the books of the Bible: the Torah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and after that, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, as far as I know how to pronounce it, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. That is the Old Testament. The New Testament is Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. That is the New Testament. That's what we have of the books of the Bible that were put together by the person who put the Bible together. I've never really heard the story very well, just secondhand information, but I do know the Bible was this is this is Holy Bible Updated New American Standard Bible, Reference Edition, Red Letter, Zondervan. And it's updated NASB. So usually N is new. There's A. So the SB is usually Standard Bible. There's A. It's probably New American Standard Bible, which is would make sense because I am in America, so I would have an American Bible. Okay. I was actually going to talk about how things crumble and stuff, because I've been trying to watch the videos of what's going on in Israel, and it's kind of creeping me out, but they're just attacked. From what I remember, there's this one clip where there's this bomb that is going off, being shot at this tall building, and there's 5 balls of light in the sky, and they're just descending upon the city. I don't really notice them below. I saw some people with like brown hair. I could be assuming that, but I just saw rubble down below, destroyed buildings like in a comic movie. Like what always happens in comic movies, everything's destroyed, all the buildings just desecrated. Yeah. We've got 26 minutes and 21 seconds left. Or blah, blah, blah. So we're at 11:12. That's how much time is on the entire video. But yeah, I guess this video is just turning into a disclaimer because I'm just gonna be honest. I have picked this up and put this down so many times. I have so many stuff. I cannot read this right now because it literally affects things in a way that I don't know how to deal with yet. And it seems very unfair that I have to be put in that situation all by myself. But I am thankful for the life I'm living. I'm thankful for what I have. I have a lot of knowledge now because of hard things I've gone through. And, you know, I haven't had the worst life in the world. There's kids overseas who have had a worse time off than I have. The thing is, the world is run by mankind. That's both a woman and a man. Women have to realize we greatly affect what a man does. And men have to realize they establish things. And they pronounce judgments on people. They pronounce life sentences, and not even when you're a judge. It's just a normal person. Anyone does that and greatly affects a kid's life. Think about this. We go outside. We smash bugs. I'm sorry if you're gonna like be, oh, she's trying to play innocent and just doesn't want to hurt a fly. I'm sorry, but think about that. We kill bugs. We kill something. We do that. And we forget about it. What the heck? That's not weird to you. We have to do that because if we don't, our houses are destroyed. We can't have things destroying our houses. Everything in the world is going to want to destroy the good thing we have because they want it. They want to go in, they want to establish their own homes in our home and Carpenter ants will do that. They'll go in the wood of the house and they'll eat tunnels through the wood, and they're making their homes. They're just making their homes. They just want to find a warm place to be. And, it is our job to go out and find these animals, these bugs, a good home. Because the problem is they just aren't provided for. Yes, God does provide for them, and he probably sent them to that house. But animals get jealous. He gets jealous that I give her attention. Animals get jealous. And he's getting better at that, okay? But what happens when the tunnels are in that house? It destroys the integrity of the object that is holding up the ceiling. It's making one of the walls, the tunnel, the home is making the integrity of that weak. And it takes less force to go and destroy it. Yeah. There is a character in the Bible called David, King of Israel. And he used to not be a king. He was a son of his father, his name was Jesse. And Jesse had many sons. I don't remember how many right now. The number is significant, but I know David was the last son that he referenced, that he told Samuel, the priest. Was he a priest? Samuel, the one who was going to go and anoint Daniel with oil. And his father didn't even acknowledge that he was his son, that he was manly enough to be a king. Because Samuel came up, he's like, I'm going to anoint the next king of Israel. And David, he was out in his father's fields tending to his father's sheep. And his father didn't even tell Samuel he was capable of becoming a king. And honestly, and I wonder why the book of Psalms is so sad. I wonder why that's so sad. Really. And yeah. But God made sure that David got to where he needed to go. He made sure he was anointed with oil. Yeah. It is what it is. Anyway. I'm gonna try to read more of it. But I do want to warn you. You shouldn't watch this. You shouldn't watch me. You shouldn't read the Bible if you don't want to go there. Because it's only for people who are able to withstand the trials that it brings reading it. The effects it has in someone's life. It's terrifying. And you have to have the courage to actually face those things. You have to be able to get up and do things you don't want to do. Like, sometimes I could just be, for me, talking quietly when I want to talk loudly. And that honestly freaks people out. But that's why I want to advocate for listening to the Father you have in your life, as well as knowing God is and can be your Father. He is my Father because he knows where I've been, and he cares about where I've been, and he knows who I am, and he cares about who I am, and he wants me to grow and to prosper. And reality of the situation is, I do go outside and I just look at things and I get mad. I get mad at being trapped. But I realize now there is so much that I'm in this stuck place because I'm supposed to learn something about it. I'm supposed to, the thing that I learn from it, I apply to a situation later on, that if I didn't know this, I would be very, very upset because I would want to know how to deal with it. It's not even a memory thing completely. I mean, memories are stored in our brain, but my soul remembers things that my brain does not. God puts things in my mind that weren't there. He told David, when he was going before someone who he had to give a message to, it was probably a king, he told him to speak and don't premeditate on what you're going to say. I will give you the words. It is important to know that if I speak too much on the wrong thing, words have power, knowledge is power, and what I say as the character I am influences what goes on in the world. And it's terrifying. I can't just say anything I want to. You guys take care.